Ahlan wasalan, asante na karibu katika runinga ya Teau. Waswahili wakasema yote yaliyo na mwanzo bila shaka yana mwisho. Sasa umefika mwisho wetu wa kupumzika kama kikundi cha wanahabari, na sasa tumerudi kwani wanafunzi wametulazimu kurudi. Tumerudi kwani imetubidi turudi, kwani lisilobudi kubidi, na tumerudi kwani tumekuja kuwajuza, kuwafunza, kuelimisha na pia kuwaburudisha. Na mwanzo tukirudi tutakuwa tukiwahoji viongozi uliowachagua mwaka jana. Je, walioahidi wametimiza? Na je, waliokusudia kufanya wameyafanya? Na je, wamefanya kazi yao ama hawajafanya? Swali sio langu, swali ni kwako mwanafunzi, ujue kama amefanya hajafanya. Na mwanzo tutakuwa tukimhoji wizara wa masomo, yani CS Academics, ambaye si mwingine, jina lake ni Anorld. Atujuze amefanya nini na tujuze amefanya nini na ni kipi ambacho hajafanya na kwa nini hajakifanya. Usikose kuungana nami usikiza kiongozi wetu.
Habari yako kiongozi?
Kwa salama kabisa.
Thank you. So we are the Teau TV.
Yeah.
Hope you don't mind for an interview.
I'm ready.
Okay. So you kindly tell us briefly introduction about yourself. Wengi wanajua Anorld is the CS academic. So who is Anorld?
Okay. Thank you for the opportunity. My name is Anorld Mong'are, aka Shifaji. I'm the CS Academics in this great campus of the East African University. I'm a student from the School of Education. I'm taking a combination of the East Swahili. Yeah.
So as the CS academics, so you kindly tell us what your docket entails?
Okay. My docket is very critical and very essential in any campus, including our campus. You know, the main purpose for us in school is for the academic purposes. And you know, I'm in as the CS for academics. My core value or my core responsibility as the CS is to represent the student and the other departments on the matters concerning the academics, maybe some of the concerns, issues, challenges. I stand in as to address them. So
Thank you. So you have been in this school for almost 3 years. How is life in campus?
okay, I can really testify. Life in campus is so hard. Social life, economic life, academic life. So life is not that easy. Sometimes the challenges maybe from the social life, they can also compare with the academic life, whereby maybe you find that this other life, maybe from socially, they trigger you cannot even thrive in the academic progress. So for my 3 years in this campus, I have really suffered, but I have remained very optimistic and very persistent, and I'm almost about to finish my studies. So
there are allegations that the guild office is not working. So and maybe you should listen to the other side of the story. So tell us more about the school.
okay, I'm sure the students are aware that there is no unit in our guild, but no, that one cannot stop you from achieving what you had planned earlier. So as you know, sometimes what brings the guild members maybe to be not in one shoe, maybe as according to the students, is that maybe sometimes you are trying to push for something, maybe from the administration or rather the management of the school, but things keeps not working. So that one, one or the other, it might lead for the leaders to maybe they start losing hope, maybe in being persistent in following up the issues of the students or rather the concerns. So you find that in one or the other, each leader now is in his or her shoe, like he wants to fight for something in his or her own effort without including others. Or in one or the other, you find that maybe one of the leaders is a bit slow in taking the actions. So you find that this one, it brings up what we call the misunderstanding between the leaders. So you find that now there is no that unity of working together as a team to embrace change, to attend to the concerns of the students, and you find that at the end of the day, what we planned earlier to achieve fails. Yeah.
So what is that one thing that you have really pushed for but you feel much disappointed it have not been achieved?
Okay. Actually, there are so many things that I put across from my first quarter of this time in the office. There's this issue or the concern of the students whereby I was to push the building of the benches and the shades within the tuition block. And another one is about the Wi-Fi installation in the hostels. Actually, as a leader, when I was campaigning, I saw it better. Like, we have to embrace change in our campus. We have to copy what other great campuses have changed so that we can impact in our institution too. So, I have been pushing this concern of the Wi-Fi installation in the hostels, and it really seems like it's putting much pressure on the students and also on the side of the school management. So it is really pressuring me too. Like I feel like if I could have had that power, I could have done something to ensure that they install those Wi-Fi and also the creation of the benches and the shades. Because when we get back to our fee structures, we normally pay for the deferment of the school. So there is that deferment fee that we usually pay. So if the school has some good strategies, it could have budgeted for something that really touches the interest of the students. So these two agendas, or rather the concerns of the students, which is the pages and the Wi-Fi, it really disturbs my mind. As a leader, every day I think, I try to open up my mind. What are these things that I can do to ensure that me has done so? But as time goes by, I'm very sure that before the end of this semester, they are promising, and you know the admin will keep promising. That's the one factor of the administration of this campus. They promise, but they doesn't deliver. So, as they promised me that they will do it before the end of this semester.
So you're actually heading to the last term, less than a month then, in the office to get out. So what are your achievements? What can you say you have achieved in that 1 year as the academic secretary?
Okay. It's not pride, but I'm a leader. And as a leader, I actually improve my skills every now and again. Remember, I started my leadership back from the high school, from the primary, and now I'm the campus. I know how to put some strategies to ensure that this and this has been achieved so that I attend to the concerns and the interests of the students. Here are some of the areas that I have achieved that I'm going to mention. My first time in office, one thing that I ensured that I will achieve was the increase of the library resources. Remember the English literature students, or rather the FASI students, they were complaining they were lacking resources in the libraries. I really worked for it. I wrote letters to HODs, I wrote letters to academic registrar, I even wrote the letters to the DVC and the VC requesting for the same. They really attended to our interest. They bought those subjects. And not only the VC literature students, I can also testify. The business students, they added some materials in the library, the e-resources, they had to improve, they increased the other resources. So that was my main aim and main area that I achieved in my first month in the office. So another thing is the one now that the students are proud of, the academic trips. The academic trips, every campus should have academic trip. But when we tend to go back the history of this campus, there have never been trips. Trips were sometimes long time back ago when students would push for the trips. At some point they even even some they get suspended because they want to push for something with much pressure. They don't know how to ask for something at this level. So I have tried my best. I have organized trips. Students have been going trips. The geography students, the business students have been going for trips. And my timing as I speak, this semester we are expecting another 3 trips. The 2 are on process. One for the history, the education students. They are going for a trip to Nyandarua, the Abadia National Park, and the Momo Caves. Another one is for the business of business. The students are expected to go to Kenya Meat Commission Company. They should go there and learn how the company runs and so many other things. And I'm also organizing one for the professional students. I want them to go for the DV Fest, which might be happening around within Nairobi. So I will make sure that I organize for them. So the academic trips, it's no more a story. It's no more a story in this campus. It's something of reality that the students they must go for trips. And now it's something that is at the top of the budget of the finance control. And another thing is the improvement of the communication between the lecturers and the students. Long time ago, or sometimes back, there was poor communication between the students and the lecturers. Students were complaining, the lecturers don't attend the students, they don't pass communication. Sometimes students they even reach school, there is no classes they pause it. So students would have wasted their time coming to school. But I personally wrote a letter to the HODs, and I even presented one to the staff branch. Nowadays students are so happy because lecturers can make communication earlier in time, so students are in good relationship with their lecturers. So that's one area of which I have also achieved in this term that I'm in the office. And there are so many things that I have so achieved that I can also mention, like the teaching practice. You know, some of the previous teaching practices, students have been going for the practice within the channel. But now I have really pushed for it, and soon it's going to be announced, or it's going to be announced officially by the BBC. Students now they are going to be allowed to carry out their teaching practice in various places that they want. If you want to go to Coast, if you want to go to Kisii, if you want to go to Central Kenya, whichever place, you have to conduct your teaching practice peacefully with no limitations. Yeah. So those are the things that I've really pushed for in this campus. And another thing, remember the students had complaints in the library that there was lack of security. So when we had the meeting, I also came with an advice that they should make something like where the library guard should be staying or should be standing, maybe to take care of the student luggages. That's why today, if you go to the library, there's a place where you can put your maybe a laptop, your bag, then you are given a card. So it's not easy for your luggage to be misplaced. You see? And so many other things that I have achieved. Even if you allow me to mention all of them, I can mention. Maybe because I'm now addressing the students, it's the message that is going to the students. I can be able to say something concerning them. There is this issue of the submission of the SAT to the portal. I've really worked on it. Nowadays the students they get their SAT on portal on time. In case of any complaint, any student comes and he sees me, then I help him in one or the other by calling the lecturer, then we organize if there is a missing mark. And most of the students they can testify that I have done so. I've helped so many students by doing so. I can sometimes go to the lecturers, to the HODs, we presented the issues, and after some short time, the students get help. And there's so many other things that I've achieved. Yeah.
So you have clearly stated that the main purpose that you're in school is due to academics.
Yeah.
And that goes to every institution.
Yeah.
So would I be wrong to say that your docket is favored by the administration?
Yeah.
Why?
Come on.
Would I be wrong saying that your docket is favored by the administration due to the main purpose in school is academics?
No, we cannot say so that I'm being favored. Remember, the same concerns, the same interests, or rather the problems that the students raise each and every year during in this campus. Even when I go back tracing the files, there are the same issues that the students have been pushing for. One, students have been pushing for these trips, students have been pushing for this teaching practice, students have been pushing for the Wi-Fi, students have been pushing for the pages and shades, and so many other interests or concerns. But during that period, none of the interest that was achieved. What does that one shows? For you to get something, or for you to get help from the school management, it needs commitment. How? You can testify, even the comrades can testify. I'm ever busy with my studies and ever busy with the students' concerns. I'm there addressing the interest. Every day I'm writing a letter, maybe to the BBC. Every day I'm writing a letter, maybe to the dean. At some point, I go see the HOD, nobody responds. I go ahead without any permission. Sometimes I even break the hierarchy. I break the hierarchy. I move from the HOD direct to the BBC to address the issue. After some short period, the issue has been addressed. So I'm not being favored in one or the other. If I would have had a chance to do the other areas or serve the other dockets, I'm sure that I could have achieved 1 to 3. I could not achieve 100%, but there's something you can achieve. One thing for you to ensure that your interests are being achieved, you should have commitment. 2, you should know how to address these offices. So my commitment helped me, my my knowledge of knowing how to deal with these people, and you see these are things that the daily works with, deals with the finance. But you see, my topic is not that bad because I'm committed. I know how to address these people. Sometimes I know how to put sense to understand that this is essential. This is very important. Yeah.
So lecturers actually fall in your docket.
Yeah.
The allegations are made that students are claiming that they are being taught by unqualified lecturers who are not even qualified.
Yeah.
So what do you say about that?
Okay. I remember there's a certain time, I think it was January, April semester this year, the students were complaining that there are some units that they were being taught by the lecturers who are not qualified, but they are being taught by lecturers, by the name lecturers. So I even wrote a letter for the same to the HOD and the registrar. They did a follow up. Actually, the response that came back was that most of the lecturers, and not most of the lecturers, those are few lecturers whom I cannot be able to mention their names, whom students who are complaining that they are not lecturers, they are not qualified lecturers. It's only that those lecturers at some point they used to do some studies in this campus, maybe for some other courses. Maybe somebody, a lecturer, wants to learn a course maybe in School of Business, or maybe she wants to learn a course maybe in School of Education or Computer Science. So they are qualified lecturers, but there are those lecturers maybe who started their studies maybe from diploma, then they come up to degree, then as in that progress, then they qualify to be lecturers. But for those who are not maybe lecturers, we presented the complaints and then they withdrew the case or those lecturers. Yeah.
So for that 1 year you've been into office, do you think that the students are happy with the work you are doing, and why?
I'm very sure that most of the students they are happy, especially from in in terms of education or academics in this campus. Why? Because 99% I attend to their interest and they get helped. One, there are these students who even wanted to try same the 2020 class. Actually, I really worked it for the first time. The government sponsored students the slot of 2020. They're right now they're the semester. Remember we triggered the budget or the plan of the government, but they are in session in this semester when they are supposed to be.
So it has come to my understanding that elections are in a month's time. So
Yeah.
do you have interest?
Okay, let me respond back. You know, I'm a leader, and a leader is always a leader, and he will meant to be a leader. So I have an interest of running another office in this campus. And let me be very open. I want to run for this office of the president in this great campus. But here now the question comes in. I'm the servant of the students. The students, all my fellow comrades, are my bosses. Let's agree that. So, my fellow comrades, if if they want me to serve them again in this office of the president, I'm ready, I'm very devoted, I'm very committed, and I want to be very bold enough that I want to run this office of the president. I want to represent my fellow colleagues. I want to raise their issues. I want to address them because I'm the link of the students to the administration. So, my bosses, who are the comrades, kindly, if you value me as your leader, kindly vote for me of course, I'm looking forward to fight for the position of the president. So I'm ready to serve my fellow comrades. Yeah.
So now that you are going for the president seat, that is much higher. So do you think that the current president has failed in his office?
Okay. I cannot be in the position to say if my president has failed, but now what they should consider or they should be looking is one thing. Are the comrades satisfied that the leader they choose has served them? Yes or no? Second thing, what the leader or that leader in that office, what he promised, did he or she deliver? Then from that we can make a conclusion. Yeah.
So thank you for welcoming us and all the best in the upcoming elections.
Thank you.
Na naam, mpenzi mtazamaji, mmesikia toka kwa kiongozi wenu ambaye sasa anakusudia kuwania katika kiti cha urais. Je, mtampa hamtampa? Sitakwambia umpe, sitakwambia usimpe, kwani majibu ni yako.